Just start, just see what happens. I'm taking advantage of being here at the New Life Publishing House Theological Conference, Águas de Lindóia in Brazil. Talked with Russ and Pat Shedd, who've had a long career with World Venture. Russ, how many years were you with World Venture?
50 years.
50
We were appointed in January of 1958 in New York City, and we resigned in the conference January of 2008, so it made exactly 50 years.
Wow, that is a long time. So CBFMS, CBI, World Venture, you've seen a lot of changes over the years.
Exactly.
What stands out to you as one of the more significant changes you've seen over the years in missions in general and in World Venture in particular?
Well, the major difference was, of course, as far as we're concerned, was leaving Portugal and coming here to Brazil. But as far as the mission is concerned, I don't think we have noted too many changes. We naturally went through periods in which we were more goal-oriented. Sometimes we were more interested in other factors, sometimes more interested in church planting. And so life went on. But as far as changes in the mission, other than personnel, which was, of course, many changes, I don't remember seeing that much change. Our colleagues changed, our group changed. Sometimes I was director of the group down here, sometimes someone else was. But all the time we had a lot of freedom to choose what we want to give our time mainly to. For instance, when I was invited to pastor the Metropolitan Chapel, which was the American Evangelical Church in São Paulo, I could accept that, except, of course, at the same time I was also heading up Vida Nova, and we were working on different projects in Vida Nova and teaching at the faculdades. So those were changes that came along without unexpectedly, but basically the mission as such, I don't remember seeing a great deal of change. We had continual increases in salary, which always meant there was pressure. You need to raise more money. But we never had to ask for money. Thank the Lord for that. It never came to that point. We just waited, and the Lord sent it in, so we were fine.
Now, you were born and raised where?
Bolivia.
Okay. How long did you spend in Bolivia?
Our first 13 years were in Bolivia, so finished grammar school and headed off to high school at the West of Red Home in South Carolina. Spent 2 years then went to Wheaton Academy, and then on to college when I was 16, and finished college at 19. Stayed on for a master's. I wanted to work on a master's because my brother Hudson was working at Faith, getting a degree at Faith, and he recommended my going there, which was very strong in Old Testament. So I finished a New Testament MA, and then went to Faith Seminary to finish a BD in Old Testament, mainly.
Yeah. How do you feel like being raised in Bolivia impacted your missionary career?
Oh, a great deal, of course. Language-wise, as soon as we arrived in Portugal in 1959, I practically understood Portuguese right from the beginning, and little by little made changes to adapt to the new pronunciation and vocabulary. But I never remember being really lost, like you are when you don't know any language at all, like I would have been in Germany or, say, France.
Yes. Like I was in Brazil.
Oh, maybe so. No, that wasn't a problem.